YouTube disclaimer, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Welcome to CathyDSlayht's SRC4u Zoom call for April 1st, 2022. We're here on Cathy's website, CathyDSlaght.com, and we'll scroll down, look for this Zoom banner right here. Now, this is an SRC4u software demonstration. If you don't want to purchase the software just yet, you want to give it a test run, join Cathy's SRC4u Daily Energy Clearing Group, and all the information's here. We're going to proceed over to the Zoom call. So once I click here, the call will be live, so you may want to lower the volume on your speakers. One moment, please.
First call of breakfast to all of you out there. America is waiting. Breakfast Club is on the air.
I love it.
Good morning. What was wrong singing?
Just another one of those hard rock songs.
Is that a headbanger?
I thought that turned up a little bit.
I love it. It is really raining here. Joanna, what's it like up there?
It is raining. It's kind of great because we got activity coming off of the sun that's really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we just do what we need to do on our end if we can.
Prayers.
That's from last night here in the east, in the Virginia.
I was talking to someone in West Virginia this morning. All of a sudden, she says, "Oh my God, it's pouring the snow all of a sudden."
Yep. We're at quite a time.
By the way, Cathy, did you get a message about the dowsers?
No, I'm a little bit, again, working on. I'm going to make myself a daily checklist and put on there, check email.
Well,
what was it?
I just wanted to tell you all one thing real quick.
Yeah.
And everyone's invited. Anybody can come. But tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, the Tucson Dowsers are going to be having a meeting. Well, in that meeting, they're going to be inviting them. They're going to have a speaker. His name is Joey Korn. And Joey Korn is going to talk about how he douses people's homes all over the world. And not only that, but he also has special blessings that he uses.
Oh, good. Okay, did you send me that email?
Yeah, he's our speaker.
I will add it to our notes today. We don't have that many notes.
Okay.
How to make up for that long bug scan.
Yeah, I'll send it to you when we're done.
Yeah, okay.
It'll be at 4:30 your time.
Eastern time. Thank you. I'll do my best. I'll send that out too to a few others that, don't do SRC but do the dowsing. This is what's exciting, is that more people are getting together to do this kind of thing. And so many, I know I'm one of them, they had started with the dowser and then didn't follow through. You can really do a lot with that, the pendulum.
But I did hear Joey Korn before, and I did learn how to do the blessings.
That's good.
Very powerful.
Joey Korn, okay.
Kind of quiet.
Yeah, well, it's Friday. And that rain kind of puts you in a quiet mood too. We'll see how smart Sir is. Usually he can tell when I end this call, he's immediately in my face to go on a walk. We'll see if he understands that it's raining. He hears that and doesn't do that. Kind of nice to listen to that rain, though. Very relaxing. Although people who have whatever you would call it, second sight, or all they say when it's raining like that, they see quite a few extra images. I don't know about that.
Silence is golden.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of relaxing. We may not have a big group today. We will soon see. Now, just got a couple more minutes.
Will we be having the prayer today?
I don't know, Joanna, are we having our prayer today?
Can we hold off till next week?
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was what was going to happen. That's fine with me.
Yeah, this whole...
Will it be? Yes.
Next week.
We're going to wait till next week to start our intention group again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Joanna's really had her hands full lately. Okay, here we are at 10 o'clock. As you can see, this is our statement for the day. Somebody just finished. I am decisive. And we're not asking today for the discarnate scan, which I'm so excited that as that scan kept going, it really demonstrated how it's reminding our field to do this type of clearing ourselves. And so occasionally we need it, but not every day in a row like at first. Same way with the SRC startup scan, we don't need that today. So we have just a nice, clean, let's just see what we get with just a very simple wonder click, and then have a couple of new things to share. Okay, so we want to go all that stuff, root source cause. And okay, I think next week we may go more into some nutritional. Let's just check it. Priority for chi, nutritional focus next week. We're still on the brain. It all ties in. That owner's manual of the brain just keeps being a book. About a 50, we're still not quite ready for that. Oh, no, but we are mentioning it. We can see. So, for example, with nutritional, let's just see priority for chi, the nutrients cocktail. No, don't need it. So we need the information, and we're getting, of course, lots of that through the P4, but then on our conscious level too. spleen, meridians, acupoints. Still a little dry. We need water. Sand gel, middle region. Let's just see if we want the torso cocktail. Nope. Peeling away any resistance. Replenish. Heart chakra, which is always important. All of this, of course, dimensional disturbance correction. Muscles, pain. There's the parasite. Let's just look and see if that might mean different types of parasites.
You know, one thing you don't hear very much about anymore. Remember in the old days, you used to talk about the tapeworm?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard that in years.
That is interesting. We do have it in our scan, but you're right, it doesn't come up much. I don't know if you guys have noticed, now here's brain, but since we started doing the blessings, do you notice that curse correction hasn't come up one time and it used to come up all the time? Has anybody else noticed that? It's quite interesting. It comes up for other people, but in reference to the group, it really has not made an appearance. Of course, now watch me scan down and see it, but legs and feet, which might mean just taking some steps in a different direction. There's a little, let's look at that. Stress related to infection. Yeah, and it's not, but here we do have, with our, I put in here brain and our Pro Tools, all we want is 2 runs of the pathogen panel. So, well, I'll do that a little bit later. But, nerves, inflammatory, lymph, heart, this is all subtle. It's not on body. We can see it coming. And so perhaps make some stress management shifts to pull in the information from the matrix we do want. This defense action, idealization, sometimes things just aren't the way we think they ought to be. There's understanding. Words to ponder, a complex system that works is invariably found to have evolved from a simple system that works. Okay. Restore vital physical life energy. That is taking us up to the 102. Anticipating, I don't know if we're anticipating good or bad, but that's thought. Timid. This aim inhibition means something is blocking our achievements. It can be something simple, like just get me through the day, or something major. But let's just see what we got here. Again, it's not significant at this moment in time, but it did come up, so let's just put it in the Gong. Stress related to repression. Let's just look at that. Yeah, we have been looking very strong, in my opinion, lately. And okay, so again, maybe this is why we wanted the pathogen family. We've got a little stress related to this particular pathogen. Let's see where we are. Yeah, so there's our focus right there. Let's go into the pathogen panel now. You see a little dental stress involved with that. That dry is a big deal for us, not getting our water. Mold, heavy metal, all subtle energy, parasitic, this phlegm stuff, protozoa. So again, just subtle stuff which we need to know about. Let's just wait and see that out and click it again and see what your internet connection is unstable. Oh dear. Well, hopefully that won't be the case. We'll get through the call. I guess I'll come back. Even a minute can take a long time, and especially if we're going to lose internet. I wanted to show you, I went ahead yesterday. I had a session with Dorian Light, and I'd had a session with her years ago, which was extremely transformative. And so with some things going on, I decided to book another one. And boy, she did give me permission to share the things she said as far as some tips. She has an SRC as well. And I haven't gotten real far with that yet. I've got to re-listen to the link, etc. But here is something she said. You can take this or leave it. Dorian said that there are thousands of psychics actually employed to be sending out dark energy. And she said we need to bind that. And of course, you know, I looked up and found a code. And she said, she, I think, was speaking in terms of the words, but you can also put this in your SRC 3 times. So let's just do it. Let's see what we got here. And this might fall into the category of what does it hurt. But according to Dorian, and like I said, I have great respect for her and the work she does. This is going on, and we know we even had some people on one of the news stations talking about bad energy they were sending out to Trump. That was broadcast. So a lot of these people are no longer ashamed to even acknowledge it. So let's go and see that second time. We responded pretty well the first. We go in there a second, we see some stress. And she said you didn't want to say spell, you want to say spell casting. And so what'll happen this weekend, I'm listening now again to that link, but it's I may have to listen a third time, and I will share other things from it. One interesting thing she said, which I believed myself for a long time, is that the book of Revelation actually may have been put in there not by the light, but as a template for us to believe it's going to happen. So, you know, we're the generators. And if we believe it, we create it. Of course, the collective believing something. Okay, now this look that third time. That looks like that's balanced. But that's another thing. So many people say, well, we're at the end times. I don't know that that's so good for us to be going in that, you know, mind-wise. But anyway, so just that. I'll share the rest. Hopefully by Monday I'll be able to pull that together. But now we're ready with the brain. We've done the teenagers, and we've done the pre-birth and infancy, very general. Now we're going into the aging brain, and people tend to think that we are, as we get older, our brains kind of diminish. But I have too many friends much older than me that are much sharper than me, so I can't see how that would be something we just accept. But so here are the factors, and we're going to be breaking this down. First of all, our circulatory system, cardiovascular, and diseases, and that kind of makes sense. What was it Reagan said? They did this multi-million-dollar study on what made people happy, and they found out what made people happy was to be healthy and rich. So for sure, this health, and so we always are looking at that anyway. High socioeconomic status. Obviously, if you're homeless, you're not going to probably have a lot of good brain activity just because of that stress. And a lot of good people are homeless. It's not always, the druggies, etc. This is major involvement in a complex and intellectually stimulating environment. I have one friend who is 91, and she always is teaching me something. Flexible personality. This one I'm still not, I'll need a little bit more information on that, but maintenance of high levels of perceptual processing speed. Let's just see what we look like with that, just for the heck of it. We could take a little whatever. I'd like to learn more. I'll have to learn more about that. So our processors could be moving a little faster. And then, because they say that if you live long enough, you'll get Alzheimer's, let's go ahead and see what we look like with a code related to that. Pardon me?
Do you believe that?
Well, the numbers are there. The numbers are there. I don't think that it's a given, but we certainly have significant increase in Alzheimer's, and not just among the aged. Okay, so we're going to take that code. I remember years ago a realtor I just had such admiration for, and she couldn't have been any older than in her 50s, got Alzheimer's. So that bears. Let's just see. Next. Focus or group.
Cathy, I had my excuse me. I had my eye exam the other day, and the person who did my eyes, he said to me, he says, "Well, you should be sure you get them all checked because, pretty soon you'll be having cataracts."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Why are you telling me?" He said, "Well, that's the way it is."
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the hypnotism we're under.
That's please. And
Yeah.
as soon as I got out of that office, I sat down and did a programming on myself about all that.
I love it. That's the way we're supposed to be. And that could be involved with our theme today of making some decisions. Look at this. Next priority for the group. Stress related to Alzheimer's. So next week we'll look into that because it is quite a collective problem. So that'll be our focus next week. Let's just put that stuff in there.
The World War II pilots, they used to give them bayberry, I believe is what it's called, for their eyesight. I thought that was very fascinating.
Yes, it is. They needed good eyesight.
I heard about that too.
I say, so our Shin today, just on an auto select, is harmonize spirit, and then harmonize mind, body, emotion, spirit, and energies. So, and for the Gong, stress related to aim, inhibition, repression, and streptococcus. Let's go back in and see We did our minute. Let's see now for the second. Is that 17 hours? Let's work on that. There we go. And then one more thing. I got reminded yesterday about this powerful clearing that's a saved session. And so for your save sessions, you don't want to put a name in first, because this little load saved session thing will not then come up. So let's just go in there. Yes. And we want this sacred clearing. Now add client group.
Is that an hour?
Yep, you should have all of it. And I had forgotten it. I got reminded yesterday, and I'm like, I don't think I have that. And I went in and looked. There it was. We got so much in here. I think that might have been what our words to ponder was saying. Start with the simple. You can add on as you like, but just look at some of these things already set up for us. That's funny. So just looking at this is Kevin, who did this? Do you know?
Yes, Tricia Allison in Devon, England.
Wow, this is a terrific. Look at all this. So, no wonder I don't even, let me just look at something here too real quick. The startup scan is getting a little big, but let's just see. Priority for SRC startup and sacred clearing protocol. No, we don't need it in there, as a scan, but this, for me anyway, I'm going to start doing this on a more regular basis. And you can clear your home, you can clear any situation, so on and so forth. I don't need you all have this, so I won't go over the whole thing, but it looks wonderful. So with that, we have a short call today. Any thoughts?
Her whole thing, and Tricia Allison, she said at the bottom of it, essentially it's grace trumps karma.
Oh yes, absolutely. I love that, and that's true.
Was that grace trumps karma?
God's grace trumps karma.
That's exactly
Grace
right.
trumps karma.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Cathy, I sent you those way out there Cliff High videos. Did you have a chance to watch them?
I have not yet had a chance to look at them. I was on the road almost all day yesterday, so today should be a quiet day from this point on. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, I'm just going to let you know they're way out there.
Well, you know what? I guess it's fun to be way out there. We're probably all way out there ourselves in different directions.
Are they new ones?
I don't. They were by Sarah Westall.
Yeah.
She had a interview with Cliff High, and I knew Cliff was way out there, but it's like he actually engaged with the I don't know how you these are my words, the other dimensions, I'll say, but very, very fascinating, because as the veil lifts, as they say, we're, all this I'm getting goosebumps. All this is being exposed to us. So I'm like, it's very fascinating. It's like Bug used to say, information is shock resistant. So it's like, maybe it's setting me up for something. I don't know, but it was just very fascinating.
Just for fun, I could put that link. I try not to put too much in these notes. We've got enough email, but Cliff High link sent to group today. Let's just see if we need to do that.
But it's way out there, everybody. I'm just letting you know.
We have about a 60. I'm not going to send it, but if anybody is interested, just shoot me an email and I'll send it. Or you can just say, where is it? Is it on YouTube? Do they let him go?
No, it's on BitChute. It's if you look up Sarah West, all West and then all
Okay,
AL,
all right, okay,
and then type in Cliff High, you can find it when you Google it.
okay. That sounds good. So, anything else? Looks like that's it.
Oh, yes, make sure that you update your Google Chrome.
Why is that?
Are you
There's
telling
been
me
a world,
that?
there's been a worldwide alert. They've got a security hole in it.
Oh, how do we update Google?
You go to the three dots on the top right-hand corner,
Okay,
and then drop down to Help, and slide over to Update your Google Update. See it?
Oh, I'm glad you're telling me that.
It's like 3.5 billion accounts have to be updated.
Wow.
wow. Thank you, Kevin. Anything else, anybody? And yeah, Ron, send me that link about the call tomorrow, which sounds interesting. And so with that,
I will.
okay, everybody have a wonderful weekend, and see you
Yeah,
on
You
Monday.
too. All right, thanks, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Thanks.
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call. Thank you for participating. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well. YouTube disclaimer: this is for entertainment and educational purposes only.